Hey, welcome back to Blue Collar Homestead. Today we are going to do a little project. We're going to make a lock out of this horseshoe and a couple little chunks of rebar and a couple of these little nuts and a piece of scrap metal that I had laying around. This is actually a leftover piece of track from a those barn door closet barn doors everybody's making. Well, I made a set of those. I don't know, you probably saw them a while back, but I had to cut this down to make it work. So this is why I always save my scraps, because you never know what it's going to become a part of. So we're going to get out the old Harbor Freight welder and we're going to weld all this stuff together, and I'm going to show you how this lock's going to look after it's done and what we're going to put it on. So stick around. Let's get to it. Alright, first step is going to be, we're going to take these and weld them onto here. So, got to have your mask, your gloves, your welder, all that good stuff going. Very important, make sure your metal's clean. You see, this was black. I took the grinder to it and ground off all the paint. Everything's clean. If you don't clean your metal, your welds aren't going to stick as good. I am by no means a professional welder, but this is just a backyard project I'm doing to put this on my chicken coop. I already made one for the goat barn. It turned out so well, I'm going to make another one. So let's get to it. Got your ground clamp. You know what? I think I might stick this in the vise. Might make it a little bit easier to handle. Yeah, this has got a couple holes in it, but I really don't care. You can make this out of whatever you want, whatever you got laying around. I mean, that's kind of what I do. I save a lot of different things. You never, like I said, you never know what's going to become part of. So I'm going to take my ground clamp, stick it on the back side of this piece. Yeah, that's my one complaint about the Harbor Freight titanium flux core MIG welder. The ground clamp broke, so it's really the only problem I've had with it. So I'm going to set that right there. And then, I think I'm going to grab a clamp and put a clamp on that to hold it in place so it doesn't move. 1 second. Just going to put this clamp on here to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And the last thing you want to do when you're welding is all of a sudden something moves out of the way. Now it's all out of whack. And guess what? Now you're grinding it off and starting over. Who wants to do that? I know I don't. So I'm going to clamp this guy on here. Make sure that's in a good spot. There's a bug in my helmet. Oh my goodness, that's a red wasp. Not anymore. I cannot believe that just happened. A red wasp flew down into my helmet. I'm lucky it didn't sting me in the damn head. Thought I felt something weird. Unbelievable. Alright, that's where that's going to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack this on both sides, then I'm going to remove the clamp and get all the way around it. But for now, that wire is definitely too long. I have to cut that off. Alright, away we go. Alright, perfect. Now I can take that off. Now I'm going to weld all the way around it, and then of course I'm going to weld another one on the other side. So okay, I can like that. That'll work. That's the paint burning off. Alright. It's good enough for that side. Just spin this guy around. Like I said, I am by no means a professional welder at all. So now I can actually see a part in the back I think I'd like to get better. So we're going to hit that one more time, then we'll put the other one on there. Alright, that'll work for that. And we're going to stick this one on here. Put the clamp on it. I guess it doesn't really matter. It might be easier to do it with the clamp on top. With a screw part on top, so that's pretty close. Kind of get that centered up. Get that on there a little bit further that way. Okay, that looks good right about there. We're going to go with that. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, let's lose the clamp. I'm going to walk around the back side. Alright. That's it for those parts. Now you can see, I'm going to pull that clamp off just so I can show you this real quick. This guy I did clean off in the center. This is going to slide right through here. Somehow, I might have to hit that with the grinder. Apparently it's getting hung up on this one. Yeah, there's got to be a burr on the end of that. Yeah, something going on there. Yeah, I might have to hit this with the grinder and make it a little bit smaller. I didn't have this problem with the last one, but maybe what happened. I might have to run a file through there. I think some of the weld might have gone in. See how easy it slides on this one? No problem. The other one, it's a little funky. I might have to run a drill bit through that. Let me do that, and then we'll be right back. I'm just going to run a drill bit through that to clean it out, and then we'll show you the next part. All right, I got that all figured out. Now I'm going to take this horseshoe and I'm going to weld it right here on this, and then you'll be able to see this will flip back and forth. So this I'm actually thinking I'm going to have to hold there, and then I'm going to tack it on with the welder. So let me get everything in position, and then I think we're going to get it done. So, oh, ground clamp might help, huh? I'm going to put it on the piece of rebar this time, so I got a good connection. That's going to go right about there. So, let's make it happen. Alright, let's see here. Now we're going to flip that over. We're going to weld on the back side. All right, I gotta come around this way to do this part. But all right. Alright, see that slides back and forth. It's not supposed to slide over there, but Alright, so what I'm going to do now is, that's going to go there. I could have made this thing a little bit shorter, but I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this little guy, I'm going to weld that right there. I'm going to weld that right there, just as it stops so this thing can't slide completely out of there on me like it just did. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do is I'll put one there, I'll put another one here, where you lift it up and just set it over there. Yeah, that'll work. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to set that right there, wherever that is. Oh, that's where my phone's going off. Ooh, that's hot. Yeah, it's a little on the warm side. So let's scoot this back right about there. I'm just going to tack this on real quick. Oh, again with the ground clamp. Almost forgot that. Well, it doesn't weld too well without the ground clamp on. Oh, let's cut off the excess wire. There we go. Alright, slide that back. I'm going to try not to weld it to the, you don't want to weld it to the vise, that wouldn't be good. Alright, I'm going to have to hit that from the other side. I don't know if I'm going to be able to with this in the way. You know what, I think it still slide out. But, I'll get this from over here. Yeah, that'll work. I'm going to have to put another peg in here, though. Alright. Now, I'm going to get you a better picture of this. Hold on a sec. You can kind of see what's going on here. You got this pin here and this pin here. Hold that in place. Now, this is the locked position. Pick that up, slide it that way. Now, because I think I made this too short, what I'm going to do to correct that, that's locked. I'm going to take this little guy and take my glove off just so I can show you what's going on. But this little guy here, I'm just going to weld it on right here as it stops so this thing can't slide out. So let's get that done and then we'll see where this goes. All right, for this, okay, I'm going to put my clamp on here. So, just get this up a little bit. And there's the dog. He's whining. He wants out. He wants out here by me, but this is out in the front. He can't be out here. This is not very easy here. Hold on a sec. Then we're going to try a different clamp. There we go, that'll work better. I just got to get this started. Then I'll pull the clamp off before I melt it. So let's see how this is going to go. Move the ground clamp over to that. Helmet down, here we go. Pull that off of there. Before I go any further, let's make sure this works, huh? Oh yeah, that'll work. Put that up there. Yeah, see that one slide out now. So I'm gonna go ahead and weld that on the rest of the way. And then we're gonna drill some holes in this, and we're gonna go back there and install it. So just a second. Perfect, perfect. Let me do this side. Perfect. I'll let that cool off. I think we are done with the welder. Yeah, that'll work nice. Yep, that'll work. That will work. So, shut the welder off. And then I'm gonna clean this thing up with the, I got the grinder with the wire wheel on it, so let's clean off all the ugliness, all the spatter and whatnot. So set that down there. And grab my other glasses. All right. Now I'm just going to clean this up with this wire wheel. All right, you can kind of see what's going on here. I got these two pins here. So when this is locked, it can't slide back and forth and work its way out if any animals are jumping on the door. This pin here is to prevent this from traveling too far, but it slides over like that. The door will open, pick that up, slide it back over like that, and that'll be it. This is going to go into the door. You'll see when we install it exactly what kind of setup this is. So I'm going to get this painted, and then we'll install it and see how it goes. All right, you can see it's installed. Now the way this works, you can see that goes into the wood, into here probably about an inch, which is fine. And you can tell this door slides, it ain't gonna move. So open that up, this door slides this way. Some chickens right there. Yeah, that's gotta be cleaned out very soon. But this is how this one works, this style. Like I said, you can see it clearly works. Now let's walk over to the other one that's over there. So you can kind of see how that one works. Of course, I'm about to get bombarded with all these guys. I know they're going to come over here in just a second and follow me, but this one you can see has this piece on it. So this actually slides over that way and comes down and latches around this horseshoe. I guess, hold on, we can close this up and kind of see how this one works. This door slides shut like that, and then this guy, of course I need two hands for this, but the only issue I have is that you get any hay down there and it doesn't want to close right. So now it should work. Close that up, and that guy goes just like that, and that's how that stays locked. So here you just pick that up, that'll slide that way, and that door will slide open. Be that. So I think that is going to wrap up this video on the homemade lock thing, but I got a few more coming up that got to deal with horseshoes and welding and different projects and whatnot. And we are in milk production right now with two of the goats, so we're milking them out. So we're going to do a video on that too coming up. So we'll see you on the next video.